you? How great is this place? And you look at downtown and all over our city just because of this lady. How great is it? First, I want to acknowledge our elected officials who are here tonight. We've got Councilor Andy Valinsky, Select Person Kelly Boyer, Senator Kevin Kavanaugh, woo! Senator Martha Fuller Clark, woo! School board members Dan Bergeron, Leslie Want, and David Scannell, woo! Alderman Chris Heber, and this year running we have James Porter, and we've got Candy Moulton for Alderman, and I want all state reps to wave your hands, woohoo! So I'm here tonight to kick off this event for my dear friend Joyce Craig, who I've known since she was a year old. She went to Mayoral High School. I was a teacher there. So why do I support Joyce Craig? I've watched Joyce grow up over the years. I've watched her be a high school student. I've watched her be a school board member because she cared so much about the kids in Manchester. I watched her say, I can't be on the school board anymore because I have to be an alderman because I'll have more control over things if I can be the alderman. And then one day I said, Joyce, oh, we'd love it if you ever ran for mayor. And she started to think about it from all the different people saying that to her. And she's just been so amazing. She loves our city. She's committed to seeing it prosper. She works, she's everywhere. You look, everywhere I go, Joyce Craig is there. She's committed to everything going on in our city. And you know what's best of all? City Hall is a welcoming venue. So it is my honor and great pleasure to introduce our wonderful, wonderful mayor, Joyce Craig, for second term. I love you, Joyce.
Thank you so much for all of you for being here. And Mary, thank you so much for your kind words. I'm so grateful for your friendship and for your tireless efforts on behalf of all of us in Concord. I want to take a minute as well and recognize my campaign staff, Mackenzie and Kayla, if you could please raise your hands. So these are two strong women who I had the pleasure of working with in 2017, and I am thrilled that they're leading my campaign this year. I also want to recognize my family who are here, my husband Mike and my daughter Catherine. The two best canvassers and supporters by far. And I'm honored to have all of you here tonight to kick off my re-election for Mayor of Manchester. I want to take a minute and talk about the space we're in, this new Sandbox Collaborative. As Mary mentioned, this is such a creative place where people work together and really come up with creative, bold ideas. And right now in Manchester, we have that spirit of collaboration more than ever before. I've been in office for a little over 6 months, and in that time, we've made some meaningful progress. We've created a culture of collaboration that's helping improve our schools, encourage economic development, and encourage our residents to do more. And I'm running for re-election because we're delivering real results to our city, and we need to keep that momentum going. I have my kids to thank for getting into public service. I was a volunteer in their classroom and was a member of the PTO, and I saw that there were issues, so I ran for office to make a difference. I know our educators work hard to ensure our students receive a quality education, and strong public schools are critical to our city's success. And thankfully, our community agrees. A group called Manchester Proud, which you may be familiar with, they deserve a round of applause. They've raised over $500,000 to put the first community-based strategic plan in place for our school district. This is something we would not have been able to do had the business leaders not stepped up and done this, so I'm so appreciative of those efforts. We also secured a competitive Gear Up grant, which will be bringing $10.5 million into our school district over the next 7 years to help students succeed after high school. We've created public-private partnerships, Velcro University at West High School, and next school year, Eversource Academy at Central. These programs are helping our students with workforce development, with paid internships, and with employment once they graduate from our school. This is truly a win-win for our local businesses and for our students. We're also seeing unprecedented economic growth. For the first time ever, the City of Manchester worked with the state to put forward a collective proposal, and the result was that we got BAE to come to Manchester. And what that did was it will be bringing 800 new high-paying jobs right to our city. And for the first time in decades, we're seeing development in the mill yard. By working with the Manchester Development Corporation and with the Palace Theatre, we're redeveloping the Rex Theatre and making it a 300-seat entertainment venue right in the heart of our downtown. By any measure of economic growth, Manchester is on the move, and we have a bright future ahead of us. I'm excited about the progress we've made, but we still have a lot of work to do. So I want to take a minute and talk about together what we can accomplish over the next couple of years. Just as it's always been, improving and supporting our schools, our public education is a top priority for me, which is why this year, in the tax cap budget that I proposed, I allocated an additional $4.3 million to our school district. This is the largest increase that the schools have received in 14 years. We'll continue to foster a city government that encourages economic development along with good paying jobs. In the coming year, all 3 of our hospitals have major expansion plans. The factory on Willow Street will be transformed to living and retail space that's geared specifically to artists, innovators, and entrepreneurs. The Rax LeMay building, which is literally right across the street from us on North Elm, is going to be redeveloped for retail and affordable housing. And the sort of tired old building across from Market Basket that's currently being demolished is going to be mixed-use retail and housing as well. I could go on, but I think it's very clear that developers are bullish on Manchester, and so am I. We'll continue to make headway on important social issues that are affecting our community, such as the opioid crisis and other related issues. Recently, we created a mayor's task force to address homelessness. We got business leaders, residents, and the government, nonprofits together to address this issue. And together, we're working on plans to get people into the programs they need and to ensure that we prevent homelessness going forward. Through work of our firefighters and Safe Station, we're making headway in helping people suffering from substance use disorder. Since I've taken office, we've been able to cut the time that it's taking for people to get into treatment. Thank you. Previously, it took 2 to 3 weeks for someone to get into treatment, and presently, it takes 2 to 3 days. And in 2008, we saw a 19% decrease in opioid overdoses and a 22% decrease in opioid overdose deaths. This is the first time since this epidemic hit that we have ever seen a decrease. Despite our challenges, we have boundless potential. We know change doesn't happen overnight, and we know change doesn't happen by sitting around complaining. Change takes work. And right now, our city is working because we're working together. I want to thank all of you for being here to celebrate our successes and to continue working hard to address our challenges. I'm so grateful to serve the people of Manchester every day, and I'd be honored to continue serving you for the next 2 years. So let's enjoy each other's company tonight. Let's have fun, but tomorrow it's time to get to work. Thank you.